Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Funday, as I had to kind of explain last week. Those who do not follow anything in the news or do not live in the great state of Texas, there was a bit of a storm that came through literally last Sunday, and it knocked out power not just to my house, not just to Megan's house as well, but it knocked out
the movie theater.
Yeah, movie theater. We did not. I didn't have power back till like 12, nearly 12 hours later. Poor Megan had nearly a 24-hour experience. And as far as I know, the movie theater, it was just the same thing. So we have not gotten a chance to see Dark Phoenix. So it seems like everybody else in the world hasn't either, because it's made about 40 million in the U.S., so 50-ish, somewhere around there. It's not making a lot of money. Oh, yeah, it's not really good. We might get y'all a Dark Phoenix review eventually later down the road, just to kind of give our opinions about it, to see if it's as bad. But we told y'all we were going to go see Men in Black International. We were going to try to see a showing of The Dead Don't Die, even though I've been hearing very mixed reviews on it.
Yeah, like all the movie coming.
He's enough for Megan to say.
Already flubbing this.
It's alright. But yeah.
But it seems like all the movies coming out, everybody just like meh.
Yeah.
With their ratings, like.
And not only that, but nobody's really seen, like, even this Men in Black International didn't even make 30 million this past weekend. It's like, oh, not as bad as Shaft. Shaft didn't even make 10. It's like, well, that's a flop. But yeah, so we would have liked to have seen The Dead Don't Die. The biggest problem was just that showtimes are funky as hell, and there was times like, oh, well, maybe we'll go see it this time, I don't know, and then it's like, okay, well, we really can't go see it this time because we need to go get food, or we need to go do this instead. It's like, I don't, fuck it. Maybe if eventually we're able to do this full time, we might be able to give y'all a lot more set of a schedule, but until, this makes more views or anything, I can't do that. Unfortunately. Gotta work at the shithole. Or as we call it, Amazon. Megan, unfortunately, she's free.
Free! Now I'm a much better job.
Yeah. So, we need to talk about Men in Black International. A movie that we've actually been kind of looking forward to trepidatiously, I guess is the way to say it, even though I think I'm mispronouncing it because I'm stupid. Because I think, alright, it looks funny, I just hope it still keeps in spirit of the original movies, as long as it doesn't... The one thing is, I don't think it has to, like, completely reference all the other movies, like, because it almost begins to be a little old after a while.
But at least make it feel like it's a part of the same universe.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we get a painting of, like, the cockroach thing from the first one.
Yeah.
And, was it J and K?
Yeah.
Or whoever, like, fighting it off.
And then you also get the worm guys. They're in this as well. And, of course, what's her name? The head of MIB New York.
Agent O.
Yeah. What's the actual actress name? Is it
Emma Thompson.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't it Emma Thompson? I swore it was. I'm like, ironically enough, Tessa Thompson is, the main actress of this film, actually. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Emma Thompson was the person who took over for...
Rip Torn?
Yeah, Rip Torn in the third movie. Have you ever seen the third movie?
Nope.
Quick rundown of the movies if y'all want to know my particular feelings, although Megan's never seen the third one. You don't really see any of the movies before this, maybe the first one. First one is really good, groundbreaking film. CGI, for the most part, kind of holds up. There's some parts that are a little bit worse for wear.
Yeah.
Second one, not so much. It's an alright film. I like it, but it's kind of a mess at times. Its plot is really all over the place, and it cannot decide where it wants to go. Third movie is okay. It just really feels like it's treading a lot of water. It's its problem. It's a time jumping story, and it's just... It's different, but it's not interesting, I think, is its biggest problem. It's kind of and the villain is not interesting at all. Doesn't help it's one to Fly the Concord guys, and guess what? They aren't funny. Sorry. I don't like Flight of Conchords. I just think they're a bunch of dickheads.
Ever seen them?
Nah, you're saving yourself a lot of problems. So, to talk about Men in Black International, finally, I am going to let Megan lead us off, simply because I think, Megan should lead us off for change.
Don't I usually lead us off?
Not usually. Remember, I've let us off on a few things, like with Godzilla, I let off on that because... Godzilla! So, what did you think about Men in Black International?
It was alright. Not as bad, I think, as people are saying, but it's not the greatest movie I've ever seen. I doubt I'll remember I've seen it this year.
I agree with you there. It's not terrible. There are some legitimately good parts, but
yeah.
I think the biggest problem with
Chris Hemsworth shirtless.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you get to see Chris Hemsworth not just shirtless, but just ripped to shreds.
I like a couple scenes where he's shirtless, and one scene or two where he has his shirt like kind of open. It's like not completely unbuttoned, but it's like, hey.
If y'all could not hear that, I'm sorry. It's not because Megan was talking low. It's still storming outside. Yeah, we've kind of been having storms off and on for nearly...
Oh, it doesn't knock out the power.
Knock on wood, folks. I love you.
So lucky my shoe is not up here with me. Like,
I think because I actually agree with Megan, I think that this is a good, not a fantastic movie. There was, like at first I was thinking, oh, it's really good. Well, it's kind of not keeping me as interested as I wanted to.
Yeah, I think it fell a little short of my expectations. I mean, it wasn't a bad movie. It didn't seem as funny or like action packed or something that the trailers made it seem like.
Yeah.
Like the word.
I think the problem is it's not particularly just trying to pick on Tessa Thompson. It's like she has extra presence, just her comedic timing feels almost a little off at points. Not terrible, just...
I was saying, we know from Thor Ragnarok she can be funny.
Yeah, she has some great comedic timing in Thor Ragnarok. Maybe it's the director, F. Gary Grant, or Gray, if I'm not mistaken is his name. If I'm not mistaken, he also directed one of the other ones, if not all the other ones. I'll look it up here in a minute. I'm middle tongue, so that'd be rude. Nope, fuck you people. I was like, I got the IMDb app for you. It's a sucky app anyway. Nothing against IMDb. You are actually a great company. Just you are fucking owned by the shittiest corporation in the world called Amazon.
She is one of the greediest, despicable human beings.
Yeah, directed me other.
I don't know why I just went right to it rather than going to his name.
Yeah, there is some decent comedy parts. I just think like I said, Tessa Thompson, some of her comedic delivery isn't quite as punchy as it should be. Maybe it almost leans a little too much in slapstick, I think, at times. Not really in the hardcore slapstick that can actually really be annoying. Was I incorrect in thinking that he directed any Men in Black?
Yeah,
he'd be in 97.
I'm gonna say he directed a number of music videos, and he did The Italian Job, A Man Apart, Be Cool, Law Abiding Citizens, Straight Outta Compton, and The Fate of the Furious.
Oh, that explains a lot. Well, besides all of that, like I said, it's like Tessa Thompson, some of her delivery, it's good, but some of it's off. I don't know how else to describe it. I get the feeling that they rewrote the script a few times.
Possibly. I was actually just about to say, like, part of my issue is not really just the directing, or maybe the directing at all, but I noticed at least with the writing.
Yeah, because she fluctuates between this, like, hardcore nerd and just being,
it's like,
cool.
Rational everything, and, feelings are...
overrated and...
they get in the way of, scientific advancement or whatever.
Yeah,
But then she a lot of times where she can seem human, and she doesn't really seem that like rational, like ultra rational.
She seems like a normal everyday person. I think that's where the writing fails her a lot. Is Chris Hemsworth, mind you, he's hilarious throughout the whole damn thing because he's Chris Hemsworth. He actually knows how to do comedy pretty well.
Yeah, and also there are a couple of storylines, a couple of like little things that were kind of mentioned or kind of brought up like physically, but then by the end they're just kind of dropped as not
It's
really
not as important as you would think it would be.
Yeah, it's like not really any resolution. Like the whole thing with that arms dealer chick.
Yeah, there's a... Describe the movie, it's... Nicest way to think about it, it's in a fashion Men in Black, the original Men in Black movie. There is these aliens, it's sort of a play on it because there's these aliens that come to Earth. They're looking for actually a weapon, and they're trying to find it, and they end up killing this one Jorganian or whatever they call him.
Gibabian or something.
No, it's some alien. Alien goo monster.
Mm-hmm.
They have to get the weapon away from him. Then they think that there's a mole and it might be... Though that's technically new to the premise. Though it never goes whole hog with it, which is one of the parts I think is kind of annoying.
I would say they do, I think, a not great job in the end explaining some of it. I mean, yeah, I kind of saw it coming. It's like, yeah, it's going to turn to be this one person. Yeah.
I was like, it's that guy. Oh, look, surprise, it's that guy.
It's like, oh, misdirection. It's like, totally over here. And yeah, got it. Thanks. Seen a movie or two.
And I think the problem was they really wanted Tessa Thompson to be Tommy Lee Jones' character in a way. Very rational, but almost very cold. And deadpan almost.
Yeah, like kind of deadpan, almost sarcastic, like asshole.
Yeah, just ways that, was hilarious and made the original Men in Black, really
that's
damn
Tommy
funny.
Lee Jones for you. Like, Tommy Lee Jones being Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
Like, when you go look at the first Batman with Jack Nicholson. That's just Jack Nicholson being Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Jack Nee.
Jack Nee. That's Jack Nicholson as a chainsaw. Jack Nee. I'm not right there now.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson, I think is what I was about to say. Like, no.
That's what happens when you give him a jerk off. You gave me a Jack Nicholson. Oh, yeah, they want her to do that, but there's too many times where she's a little bit more manic, and it feels very multiple personality-esque. Schizophrenic, for lack of a better term to describe it. She just constantly juggles between a super rational stuff, and she really... The thing is, she's known about aliens since she was, like, 6 or something like that. And she has, and she has been trying to find MIB for 20 years, and she found him finally.
Dedicated her life. Like, deliberately trying not to form romantic attachments or even, like, friendships or anything like that.
Or even get a pet.
Yeah, just so, like, just in the pursuit of this search. And also, just in case she ever does find them, and she's like, oh, well, I don't have anyone that'll miss me, so, here, recruit me, please, I beg you.
And she's, like, top of her class and everything. She's super smart and super thorough with a lot of different things. Like, okay, that's cool, but, like I said, it's like, manic would have been one thing, but she constantly, like, she'll go between this, like, manic stuff and this, like, super uber Einstein trying to be deadpan, but not quite able to do deadpan. It just feels uneven.
I was gonna say, the writing, the writing is a little uneven.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's her characterization, and again, with some of the storylines that pop up every now and then, it's like by the end of it all, it was like, what happened to this other thing? Like, what was going on over there?
And I will say the big bad that's at the end of the movie, it's this thing called the Hive. They've mentioned it in the entire thing. In fact, they mentioned throughout the entire movie.
I was they mentioned in the trailer.
Yeah. It's defeated so easily. And I get that there's a super uber weapon, but when you think like the original Men in Black, like poor Fresh Prince, he got his ass beat. Yeah, I blanked on his name, Will Smith. Oh, I mean, I'm just stupid, folks. I've told y'all this. But yeah, it's like he gets
He's very much a natural blonde.
But when you think of that final fight, it's actually pretty brutal, but it's also really cool. And you also get to see, you know, Will Smith having to think outside the box to try and bide time and also, you know, do all this other stuff. And he's having to do it all by himself.
I would say it's been a while since I've seen that movie, but mostly I remember from the big fight at the end was him stepping on those roaches like, oh, was that your auntie?
Oh,
you know, kind of like.
Must be cousin.
I was like, oh. Like
yeah,
stepping on like,
hilarious.
oh, I'm sorry, oh.
Yeah,
like,
and
deliberately pissing him off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's all I remember.
Yeah, and hell, even with the third one, there's a big fight on top of a shuttle that's about to launch. Like, all right, that's kind of cool. Sorry, it's wind. I heard that. I was like, oi. Steve will ghost. Yeah, that's not... That's the best way to put it. And this is just kind of like a 2.5 minute fight, which is fine. It's like it's just this big CGI fight. But they really don't feel like they earned the victories. Like, oh, well, here...
Yeah, I think part of the problem is, like... And I can't believe I'm going to complain about this. The movie's actually a little too short.
Yeah.
So I think we could fit more in there. To actually make it a, you know, smoother ride, you know?
Yeah. Like, at best, like, there's a side quest they have to go to one of Chris Hemsworth's kind of exes. And they kind of hint about that, they him and Hall on it. And I think that's...
Yeah, they make a big deal about, oh, she broke my heart and I haven't been the same since.
Mm-hmm.
But first of all, it's a red herring for the final thing. And second of all, it's just...
It didn't do anything with it.
I would say, after they confront her to get this one thing back, it's like, she's I would say, it's just dropped.
It's a side quest.
And also, the little thing at the beginning, he pops up again, only to like, okay, you know, here during a big battle scene, you're totally gonna call on him to help you out, right? That's totally where this is going, right? No, he never is seen or heard from again for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, and it actually would have been a nice little resolution if she'd had the one guy to help her.
Yeah. You kind of like see like his little baby in the trailer.
Yeah, it's adorable, and it's actually kind of like a
like,
dangerous monster. It's like, oh.
Yeah, they're like single-minded killers when they grow up.
Yeah.
But they're so adorable, the babies.
Yeah, they're just cute. You just want to go, yeah, you're so cute. Can't help, I'm a big kid at heart. Yeah, I think...
Says the guy who wants a baby Ewok.
Hi. You little adorable stormtrooper killer.
Little teddy bears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that him and Hall is a nice way to kind of describe the movie. It kind of hems and haws on what it really wants to do. It wants to add more to the Men in Black world, but sometimes it doesn't want to really add too much to it, so that way you don't forget about the originals.
Kind of Hemsworths and Hallsworths.
I thought my puns were bad.
Don't be jelly.
Like I said the other day, I'm so jelly I'm peanut butter.
Yeah, I made that stupid joke. It had my name on it.
It didn't say your name was Megansworth. Your name wasn't him or Hall. I had to go back with it. Yeah, I think that's kind of a nice way to describe the movie. There's nothing egregiously bad about it, and that's actually one of the almost things that kind of pisses me off about it. I'm like,
it has potential.
Yeah, it has a lot of potential. It just does nothing with it.
It just squanders it.
Yeah. There's whole points to where you're like, oh, well, this is going to be, you know, this kind of cool little fight. Oh, okay, never mind. It's just this bland chase sequence. There's some things like, oh, this is going to be really kind of cute and funny, or no, it's just kind of there. Oh, this is kind of funny. Eh? Eh? It's like when he's like, eh? Eh? It's that Italian car dealer. It's trying to sell you the, beat up Geo Prism. Eh? It'll get you from point A to B. You might get all the C-list chicks. It's like, hey, you may not get a 10, but you'll get 5 2s. Sorry, George Carlin joke.
You mean 2 5s?
No, 5. Well, you could get 2 5s. You might get that. There you go, guys. You will only have to paper bag them lightly. You might be able to just put a plastic bag so that way you can see through it. Ladies, you could also get you a 5. I don't know why you'd want to. Ladies, don't go down. This poor one decided to go down to this. Don't. It's bad.
No, I tried it up.
But yeah, like I really want to like this movie. I want to like it a lot more than I kind of do.
Yeah.
Like Chris Hemsworth, he's charming as can be.
Yes, he's hilarious. Just
yeah, and he has good timing with stuff, even though he's not got a great script to work with.
I mean, he's shown in the Avengers films and even his own Thor films that it's like he's pretty good with the comedic timing. I mean, he's standing there and being like a very gorgeous stud muffin.
And he's just sitting there going,
Like almost Shakespearean, but then he being goofy and
he could tell you, he could recite Hamlet to you and then tell you a fart joke and you won't think that it's weird.
Or you can turn to the Big Lebowski.
Yeah, one of them two. All right, Lebowski.
It's like, you're left, Lebowski.
Yeah, and I think that's just the worst thing. It's a movie. There's nothing bad here. That's probably...
Yeah, I mean, from what we've heard about Dark Phoenix, there are worse ways to waste your time, but I think there's kind of better ways to waste your time. Like, I think...
Endgame still. Go see Endgame.
Oh, there you go. And I think that one movie with Charlize Theron and...
Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I was like, what is that movie called?
The Long Shot.
I don't know why I can't remember that.
That's barely in theaters. Good luck seeing Long Shot. If you want to go see it. It's actually pretty good. Go see Godzilla. Godzilla's fantastic. Godzilla's fucking fun. And that's what I think the issue was. This movie wanted to have fun, but at the same time, it never wanted to go all the way. It's very much a friends with benefit where the person obviously does care, but it just can't go all the way. So I gotta stay somewhat to my film horror.
I was saying, they wanna rent a motel room just to make out and maybe
play some magic.
Maybe grope each other, but that's it. It's like, okay, I'm not ready for nothing else.
Yeah, it's like, give you a little finger, maybe a little,
Hell am I married?
Married in the film horror, what do you expect? Yeah, and that's just the issue. The movie needs to either go whole hog or it needs to the biggest thing is it just needs to commit, and that's the biggest sin of it. It's just, there's so much of just,
There's so much potential here and there. Mm-hmm. Especially to add in more comedy. But it kind of squanders its potential.
Or even more action.
Or more character moments.
Yeah. It's an alright movie. We're going to forget next week.
Yeah, by the end of the year, it's okay, best and worst stuff. Oh yeah, we saw that.
Okay, oh yeah, it was a movie that came out this year. There's a reason why this does have such a low. It's not that it's a bad movie, just it's a really meh movie. I mean, wasn't expecting the world's greatest film ever. I mean, there's no way this is going to be Endgame.
Yeah, I was expecting to at least laugh more than I did.
Yeah, there were some legitimately pretty funny parts, like the little red guy that you see in trailers. His name's Pawnee. He's actually pretty damn funny.
Yeah, I worried he was gonna get a little annoying. He's like, no, he's actually kind of funny.
He's good comic relief. He's not that comic relief where you're like, all right, gotta remember, not across the streets, down the road. listen to me, folks. Yeah, just he's funny. There's some good parts, and just he comes in maybe halfway through, if not longer. And it's like he almost. It would have been funnier if he was in a movie a little longer.
I say he not really given much to do. He's like mostly just there on Tessa Thompson's shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay.
Guess he gave her a chip on the old chip on her shoulder. Oh, sorry, my joke floundered.
Yeah.
That joke. No. It took off like a Chinese rocket. Oh, yeah. So, what would you give this as a final score?
I hate to give it so low a score, but I think I'm gonna have to go with a 6.
I'm gonna go a little lower. I'm giving it a 5. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's the most egregiously average movie.
Yeah, I was hoping by the end of it all I can give it like at least a 7, but it's just so much squandered potential. It's like it's not the worst thing we've ever seen, but it's definitely not the absolute most fantastic thing we've ever seen.
No, it hasn't even been the worst thing we've seen this year.
This is true.
Should have been rough, folks. There's been some good movies, and there's a lot of shit in between them. Oh, it's. I'm just hoping we're not getting a repeat of last year. Last year was getting rough. Y'all don't. I think I've put it into words, but
I was like, I think 2017 was a pretty good year for movies. Can we go back to that?
2017 was a pretty fantastic year for movies. 2016, I would even say, was actually pretty damn good too. 2018 was rough.
It's like, kind of uneven, like hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
Especially towards the end of the year, there with like Happy Time Murders.
Fucking Bohemian Rhapsody, Night School.
Yeah,
Oh God, there wasn't. I didn't have a movie that was something I could call legitimately really good for it felt like 2 months. So, if you're really a hardcore Men in Black fan, you might sort of enjoy it. I don't think you're going to walk away with this making you think, oh, this could be the next step in Men in Black or anything like that. But I don't think you're going to be, like, enthralled with it. You're going to enjoy it and be kind of bored in certain parts, but never going to be outright just going, there are worse ways, but like we've been saying, there's better ways. Go see Endgame. Go see Long Shot. Go see freaking Godzilla King of the Monsters. Show that movie some love. That movie's fucking fantastic and fun as hell. Godzilla's kind of, I think, the polar opposite of what Men in Black was. It's a movie that's like, you know what, screw it, we're just going to do whatever the hell we feel like. Men in Black's like, we're going to play this as safe as humanly possible. And that's not how you do it. If you're fourth in a franchise, fine, just do what the hell you want. Who cares? Just have fun with it, folks.
Just go balls wild, be silly. It's like, well, man, I'm killing the franchise, but at least we made it this far.
Yeah, go out on a high. Even if it's a high note in the form of you going out and, doing something just completely terrible, at least it's memorably terrible. So just don't go out with a whimper. That's always the worst thing.
At worst, it could end up being, just so bad it's awesome.
Like Batman and Robin? The thing that killed Batman for like 8 years?
That movie is a piece of shit, but I get a kick out of it.
It's a glorious turd to behold, that's for sure.
Or Super Mario Brothers.
I don't know, that thing's just a turd. That's a turd that won't go down the toilet because it's too damn wide. It's like, damn it! Can't break it because it's solid.
I reiterate, what the hell am I marrying?
Guy who makes poop jokes. So, hey, we'll be back next week instead of talking about Toy Story because there's not enough shits we don't give about Toy Story. We're going to talk about another toy. We're going to talk about Child's Play. I don't know. It's probably going to be terrible. But at least hopefully it'll be memorable.
I was like, listen, not Toy Story.
Yeah. Or we might, depending upon what our theater does, we might just go see Dark Phoenix. We'll see what life has for us.
Yeah.
Because also, if Child's Play's got like no fucking screens, like, well, fuck it, we're gonna see Dark Phoenix then. Sorry, y'all, we're not gonna go see Toy Story. I cannot tell you how many shits I don't give.
Yeah, like I'm all caught up on all three of them. I still don't get two shit. I don't get the thing with even the first ones. Like, okay, it was alright, not like one of the best Disney movies I've ever seen. I don't get quite the love. It was like, okay, if you like it, that's your thing. Okay, whatever, that's fine. Just don't expect me to like it.
Yeah. But hey, that's where we'll be at next week. Hopefully, it'll be Child's Play or Dark Phoenix.
Maybe fit in a showing of Dark Phoenix.
Yeah. Well,
hey,
we might decide to get both.
Or we might do, depending on we might be able to do like Dark Phoenix and Dead Don't Die. I doubt it, but
yeah, because Dead Don't Die didn't even make $2 million this weekend. If I could have a lot of showtimes.
I had hopes for that movie. People were like saying it's me.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, hopefully it's at least memorably me.
I mean, it looks funny from the trailers. Watch, that's like the only funny parts of the movie. Like
the rest of us is just so students the whole movie.
Or the rest of us like, really? Y'all thought that was appropriate? And him just like, ha! And like laughing his ass off. Like, yeah. Okay, I didn't feel that.
I laugh at some terrible jokes sometimes.
Yeah, apparently they got some really dark humor.
Yeah. But hey, we'll be back next week with some murderous stuff. We'll see if it's going to be Jean Grey or if it's going to be Chucky.
Hey, at least it's not Annabelle.
Yeah.
If they make this part of the Annabelle universe, just...
Oh, no.
I think we'll just walk out. Just no.
They won't, because I'm going to burn the theater down to the ground if so. Fuck it, light it all up.
Yeah, I mean, La Llorona was bad enough. And it's like, oh, I didn't used to believe this stuff until I came across a doll and show like a brief flashback. Like
a clip from fucking the first Annabelle movie. I'm like,
motherfucker.
Hate.
Hate. Loathe entirely.
Bang.
Hey, bang me.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're gonna go do something else instead because we were kind of bored of Men in Black. So until then, y'all, we'll see y'all next week. So bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Remember, we were never here.